This is the 7th of August 2020. Our James on the loader. Loading bales. On the quarry field. Turbine in the distance. Swaffer down there. We've eventually got round to swaffing some more oilseed rape. There was a debate about spraying it this year, but I don't know, I think swaffing's the best way with rape. Once it's cut off, it's dead like. The wheat isn't half changing now since the last video. It's all starting to go a golden colour. At least I got rid of my poppy field, that's all been combined and gone. Yeah, there's the old quarry there. There's the old kilns, I used to make burnt lime in those many years ago. My father came here when he was a youngster. They still made it, so that was back in the very early 30s, 1930s, before the Second World War. They were still making burnt lime in those kilns. And you would find a lot of farms around here had a similar setup. Those is a two arch one, some were single arches. There's a bit of history. It's the old quarry they would mine it out. That quarry's been filled in a bit over the years, but it used to be quite deep. In fact, you had to drive up in the bottom of the quarry. You had to drive up to those kilns. There was a little road where you dug it out with burnt lime out the bottom. So you go into the archways, and you would there's a hole, and you would dig the burnt lime out the bottom. Obviously you filled them from the top. I think it was something like a layer of coke, a layer of wood, usually thorn cuttings, and then a layer of lime, and so on and so on. And you had to be very careful because the fumes that it gave off when it was burning were of course carbon monoxide, and so obviously highly poisonous. There is a story, I don't know how true it is, but there is a story that many years ago, but it was in our time. Unfortunately, the story I was told after my father died, so I could never confirm it with him, but an old tramp was meant to have been found. He'd obviously come, the kilns were working, and he'd gone to sleep next to them, and the wind must have changed, and of course the carbon monoxide must have been blowing over him when he was asleep, and did for him, basically poisoned him. But as I say, I was told that story only recently, probably in the last 15 years, and unfortunately my dad's been dead a long time, so I can't confirm that one way or the other. But I did ask somebody else who was who we knew at the time, and he's dead now, and he was aware of something, but he says he can't remember the full story to it, so there may be something in the fact of that one. So yeah, so this is I think the third cut of grass off here, so not exactly a lot of bales, but should be enough now in the where we store them. But I do have access to some more bales at another farm, so if we're short, we'll be able to use them. So yeah, so there's a 6920. That's my tractor. Although everybody seems to have been driving it lately, which really annoys me. But there's nothing I can do about it. We haven't got enough tractors for everybody to drive, so I drive that one along with others. So that's James on the Deechy. doing alright, is the lad. He's doing alright. Yeah. Beautiful evening. It's been a very warm day today, extremely warm. I'm told it's been up into the 30s today. It's now cooled down. It's about 9 o'clock, I think. So it's nice and cool now. So that big heap of muck down there, you can see at the end of my finger, will be spread on this field this autumn, and then this field will be ploughed out. This is what we call seeds grass, and they go around the rotation of the farm. Bit of an awkward shaped field this, but it's what makes up the countryside. There's a lot of these funny shaped bits of ground. Yeah. So we've cut a field today, just over there, past that third row of trees. It was a third cut and it wasn't very good either. But as I say, we're not desperately needing the silage now, it's just really keep tidying it up. So yeah, I have one last field of winter barley to cut tomorrow. We did plan to cut it today, but I don't know if you can see it, but that road over there, there's a wagon there. It was extremely busy today, extremely busy. People heading towards the Lake District, which is in that distant direction and over there for the weekend, and obviously people coming home from work. So we decided to leave it today, and it'll be a bit quieter tomorrow. Funny, it tends to be quieter on a weekend. I can see the traffic now. So there we go, bit of an update on where we are. James is doing a very good job here. Whether we'll wrap these tonight, I don't know. I was wanting to make them into hay, but unfortunately we're talking of a lot of rain, or rain anyway, coming beginning of next week, which is a bit annoying really. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay then folks, hope you found that of interest. Bye.